Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. So, I just wanted to let you know what was going on. Oh, I've had a very busy morning this morning looking into Anna's case. As you know, I'm here in Madrid and looking into Anna's case as much as possible. So, basically, what's happened today is um, I've been in touch with the courts where the gender violence courts. Uh, they told me that of course everything, because it's an ongoing case, they are absolutely limited to what they can say because the judge has made this case completely secret. So they could not give me any information, but they put me in touch with the press office, the Spanish press office that deals with legal cases, the Justicia in Spain. They put me in touch with them and very helpful. They were extremely helpful. They were really pleased that there was interest in this case, as they were saying it's a very serious case. So they were interested. They were really happy that there was interest from from other nationalities, as well. Um, and they said they would try and find some things out for me. There's something other thing. Anyway, they said they would try and find some things out for me and would phone me back. Anyway, then off we went to the area where Anna disappeared from, which is the Salamanca area of Madrid. And we had a very interesting morning speaking to quite a lot of people there in Salamanca barrio. And a lot of people had not even heard of this case, which strikes me as strange because I know Madrid's a nice place, a big place, but at least in the area where something had happened, you'd think people would have heard about it, wouldn't you? But a lot of people hadn't heard about it, but they know about it now. So we've spread the word as much as possible about this with Anna. Anyway, the problem was sort of trying to pinpoint the exact place that Anna went missing, and I'm still working on that. Whether I'll be able to do that or not, I'm not absolutely certain, but I'm certainly trying to. Because do you know what we did find, those such lovely people we've met today. Everybody was really interested in this case, knowing what had happened. Once I explained the case to them and showed the photos of Anna and explained what had happened to her, everyone was really interested. And some of the people I spoke to were like concierges in other apartment blocks, people who had cafeterias, who said that they would spread the word amongst their customers, people in beauty shops, nail bars, etc., who said that they would spread the word, etc. So I feel like it's been a very positive experience this morning. I'm hoping that we may be able to sort of, talk to more people and spread the word out more. I have been in contact with Anna's friend, and she is all for this. So that makes me feel better because, sometimes when you do things like, I suppose it's a sort of bit of private investigation, if you like, um, I would never feel, for example, with the Nicola Bully case, I wouldn't feel that I could go there and be welcomed by, and that what I was doing would be welcomed by friends and family because they've accepted what happened to Nicola Bully in the official verdict. And as far as I know, they're not looking for any extra investigation into that. So to know that this was welcomed by family and friends was really nice, because then because you know what, you never know when just the slightest thing, you can be, I could be talking to somebody like the people that I've spoken to today. One of them, her husband was Argentinian and he's got a cafe, and she said, oh, he'd be really interested in this because he'd be interested in, you know, talking to his clients about it, but we don't know about it, and we'll make sure that we let everybody know that we can, you know. So it was nice. You feel like, and then you never know, they might just be talking to somebody in that area, because it is the area where Anna was living, and that one person might just say, oh yeah, I saw her the day before and she was with this guy, or, you know, oh, I've noticed somebody loading something into a car. And the thing is, sometimes people don't like to speak to the police for whatever reason, because they're a bit nervous of the police, but they don't want to get involved, they don't want any problems, you know. But sometimes they will speak more to somebody who just gets them talking, catches them off guard. You know, we've been talking about all sorts of things. Then they start talking about Kate Middleton, a lot of them, you know, so that's a big story in Spain too. So everyone was fascinated with that. Oh, what do you think about Kate Middleton? And I tell you what, they love the ones I've spoken to. They love the royal family. They love Kate Middleton, etc. So, you know, it's interesting to hear it, isn't it, from other points of view. So we've talked to a lot of people. Spanish people like talking. They enjoy talking to you. I've spoke to concierges of apartment blocks, and then once you get talking to someone, a little clique of, you know, a little group of people, but they're thinking, well, what you're talking about, so they come up and they all add their bit into it as well. So yeah, that is the way, definitely, to try and spread the word about Anna, and some little thing might come of it. And if nothing else, at least people are talking about it, aren't they? So it's good that they're talking about it. They were Anyway, there's more to come tomorrow that I'm going to tell. These things I can't tell you today, but yeah, so it's been very interesting. The Spanish Press Association, Ministerio de Justicia, or it was their title, Prensa Española de Justicia. So I can't remember I've got it written down somewhere. They were so helpful. They couldn't have been any more helpful. They were, you know, good luck, hope you find something out, or I hope, you know, something positive comes out of it, because this poor girl, you know, this poor woman. So it's been, I think, as far as positive can be. It's, you know, in a case like this, which unfortunately doesn't look very good, because Anna's been missing for such a long time now, it has been positive. And I was going to do a live today, but because I've got more information coming out tomorrow, I think I'm going to do the live tomorrow evening. And tonight I'm going to upload this video, just letting you know what's going on. I have taken some footage of the area, so that you'll get an idea of what sort of area it is. It's a very salubrious part of Madrid, the Salamanca barrio. It's like, you know, what you'd call the upmarket area. It's sort of on the outskirts. It's not on the outskirts, but, you know, the further you go out from the centre, of course, it gets a bit quieter. It's been quite overwhelming for me, because, you know, I live in a tiny little village, and so being back in a big city, and a huge city like Madrid, has been quite bewildering. You know, I've got like really sort of anxious about going on the tube and stuff. I'm like going around, can we get a taxi, shall we get a taxi? And we have got a taxi a couple of times, but we've also got buses, because there's huge areas to cover. So we've been literally on, today we've been on the subway, we've been on a bus, and we've been in a taxi. Now, as you can see, I'm tired, because it's coming up to siesta time now in Spain. I've just come back to the room. I'm going to have a little siesta, and we're getting some cards printed out, because that was something that we realised people wanted to talk, they wanted to get involved, they wanted to help. So what I'm planning on, and I didn't have any cards to give people, so what I'm planning on doing is giving, we're going to get some cards knocked up. There's lots of shops here. So it is nice being in the city and have everything just at your doorstep. You know, you can literally walk out of this hotel and there's all the shops and everything's right there. You don't need a car. You've got the subway, you can get a bus, you can get taxis. The taxis are very reasonable, I think, because we're not going great distances. Um, and sometimes it's just easier to get a taxi instead of getting, because a couple of times we've got on the subway and we've been going the wrong way and we've had to get off, get back on again, and then realise we were going the right way in the first place. Yes, it's been a learning curve. So it's boiling hot. It's really, really hot. So it's nice to get out of the sun now for a couple of hours. I'm going to have a little siesta, and then we'll be back out later, go out for dinner and what, and talk about strategies for tomorrow, because we've got big things happening tomorrow. Um, so yeah, it feels sort of, I'm glad now, because I didn't, when I was thinking about coming here, been thinking about coming here for quite a while. Just you think, well, what can you do? What really can you do? You want to do something constructive, but not interfere. Obviously, the police investigation going on. But I think what you can do, one thing that any sort of gonzo investigator like me can do that doesn't affect investigations, is just chat to people. Chat, literally, and people will chat, and you never know. And then anything important that comes out, obviously I would then let the police know or whatever. And sometimes people do say things just unconsciously, come out unconsciously, that it's not even that they wouldn't want to speak to the police. Maybe they wouldn't think to speak to the police. Also, the police can't talk to everybody. You can be just literally sat in a bar, get chatting to someone, and they say, oh yeah, I went to salsa class with Anna, and oh no, she hadn't met anyone, or oh yes, she had met someone. You don't know, little bits of information that just might help. Anything that helps, bring answers for Anna's friends and family has got to be a good thing, hasn't it? So in the meantime, it sounds like there is an investigation. That's the reason the case has been made, completely secret, is because there is something going on. There is progress going on. So, that's encouraging as well, to know that the police really are treating it as a priority, not just saying that they are, but you can tell because of the court that it's gone to, and the fact that immediately a secrecy order has been put on it. So anyway, I was told then by the Spanish Press Association, because I said, oh, does that mean I can't go and ask people questions? And he said, no, you go, you can do anything you like, and it's just that the actual, the FBI or whoever's dealing with it, the Spanish police and the justice system, they cannot say anything about it. So normally they would give information to the press, just like any court would, wouldn't it? Or the police would normally, they drip feed information to the press, what they can release and what they can't release. And he said to me, it's not that you can't go and talk to people, it's just that whatever's happening in the case itself, that information can't be given even to us, meaning the press association. So, they're obviously looking for it, but they can go out and make their own inquiries and find out what they want to find out. But the police and the justice system at this moment in time, because the case has been made secret, they cannot, give any information to the press, even though the press would love the information because they want to run the story, of course. And to be fair, the guy was so sweet, so nice. Genuinely, it's not just about selling papers, it didn't feel like that. He was genuinely said, I hope, good luck, and this is an important case and we want answers for Anna, which was really nice, I thought. So I don't think it's all about what they want to sell their papers or they want to do this, that or the other. I think they genuinely want to know what's happened to this woman. Now, other things that, we got talking to taxi drivers. We tried to talk to some bus drivers, but some of them weren't interested in talking. But in general, everywhere we went in the post office, we went in different buildings, as I say, beauty salons and stuff. everybody wanted to talk. There was only really one bus driver who was miserable, didn't want to talk. So obviously doesn't, just wasn't interested. But apart from him, all the other people, some people we didn't even have to ask them a question. They saw us outside a building, like looking round, or I'd be taking some video because I've got some video to show you, not tonight, but tomorrow when I load it up. They were coming out, actually asking us, are you okay? Can I help you with anything? So very friendly people, very, very friendly people. And one thing that one of the taxi drivers, a lady taxi driver that we had, did say to us, she said, oh, it's difficult living in Madrid, there's not a sense of community. She's, for the Easter weekend, she's going back to her little village just outside Madrid. So there's no real sense of community, and you do feel that it's got a real big city feel. So maybe it's not a surprise that these people don't know anything about Anna. Maybe it's just not that sort of place. But one of the guys that I got talking to is one of the concierges. He said he was Romanian. He spoke perfect Spanish, but I could tell he had a little bit of an accent. So I asked him where he was from. He said he's from Romania. He's lived in Spain for over 20 years, a bit like me. But he said, oh, I see a photo of her and this, that, and the other. And he said it's really strange because I watch the news every day, but I don't know anything about this girl. And I said, well, it's in this area, not far from where your edificio is, your building is. So yeah, it's a surprise. So he said, oh, I'm going to, look out for it now, and etc. And he was one that if I would have had a card, I would have given him. But we're having some cards made up, because that's what I'm going to do, is circulate, get talking to people. And even if people don't know anything about it, I just give them my card with my WhatsApp or with my email, and say, look, if you do hear anything, let me know, and we'll see if it helps at all. So I'm glad that I came to Madrid now. As I said, I wasn't sure if I could do anything useful or not. It's been a lot of walking today. When you see the video of the area and that, I mean, it's massive, the road. It's just huge. It's not like a little street in my village or whatever. So it's been a lot of walking. I'm tired. I'm going to have a little siesta. And then tomorrow I will see you. Tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? So hasta mañana. And remember to live and love carefully, wisely. And till I see you again. May your God go with you. Gracias. And let's find Anna. Bring Anna home. Same as Samantha. So I haven't even got round to looking at any other news, but this is as far as Anna's concerned.